Old man Thompson waves from his creaky porch, a plate of cornbread ready, coffee and torch. Kids run by with muddy shoes and grins, sharing laughter where the kindness begins. The sun dips low over the maple-lined street. Every small gesture makes the town complete. I stop to help a neighbor push a stalled car, exchange a smile, it doesn't take far. A hug for a stranger, a loaf of bread, faith in action, the words unsaid. Simple moments, quiet and true. Small town hearts know what love can do. Hands that hold the heart, reaching far and wide. Faith in our neighbor, love we cannot hide. Through gentle deeds, through caring and giving, we find a beauty in the life we're living. Miss May in the corner with her garden in bloom offers fresh flowers to chase away gloom. Young ones learning as they sweep and share. Kindness growing in the summer air. The preacher nods as he walks down Main. Blessings multiply in the gentle rain. Hands that hold the heart, reaching far and wide. Faith in our neighbor, love we cannot hide. Through gentle deeds, through caring and giving, we find the beauty in the life we're living. Shake our doors and our walls. The town comes together, answering the calls. A blanket, a meal, a shoulder to lean. Faith and resilience in every scene. We rise together, hearts intertwined. Simple acts of love that never unwind. Hands that hold the heart, reaching far and wide. Faith in our neighbor, love we cannot hide. Through gentle deeds, through caring and giving, we find the beauty in the life we're living. Hands that hold the heart, soft as a prayer, carrying hope in the smallest care. In every kindness, every gentle star, faith lives strong in hands that hold the heart. Old men sit on benches worn and gray, telling tales of the town from a bygone day. Stories of courage, faith and right, of heroes hidden in the soft twilight. Every word laced with a lesson to learn. Legends of those who took their turn. The creek that runs through the willow bends holds secrets whispered by long gone friends. A tale of a preacher who never lost hope, and a widow who taught how to cope. Children gather with eyes open wide, hanging on every story with hearts full of pride. Echoes on Main Street, carried in the wind, faith and morality, stitched in the skin through every leg. old sawmill creaks with a ghostly sound, where love and bravery once were found. A farmer's dog still waits by the gate, faithful and loyal, a symbol of faith. Every story handed down through the years wipes away doubt and quiets fears. Echoes on Main Street, carried in the wind, faith and morality, stitched in the skin through every legend, through every law. We learn who we are and what we're living for. Now I walk these streets, tales in my heart, every whisper legend, a piece of my part, passing them on to the next little lives. Faith and resilience in our shared skies. Our town lives on in the stories we tell, in lessons of grace where our ancestors dwell. Echoes on Main Street, carried in the wind, faith and morality, stitched in the skin through every legend, through every law. We learn who we are and what we're living for. Echoes on Main Street, soft as a prayer, teaching the young that someone cares. Local legends, shaping hearts and hands. Faith and small town life run through these lands. The flag flutters slow in the morning light, white crosses gleam under dawn's first sight. Names etched deep in the cedar wood, stories of courage, honor and good. The town gathers quietly, hats in hand. Faith and pride ripple across the land. Mama wipes a tear, Papa stands tall, remembering heroes who gave their all. Children scatter flowers, petals on the ground, echoes of sacrifice in the silent sound. Every heartbeat feels the weight of loss, yet resilience shines like gold across the moss. Stars over Cedar Hill, shining bright above. Faith and courage carved in every love. Through grief and pride, through sorrow and pain, their memory guides us through sun and rain. Letters sent home in a soldier's hand, dreams of the town, the river, the sand. Promises whispered under starlit skies. Faith in tomorrow in every goodbye. Neighbors lean in, hands joined in prayer. Strength and community always there. Stars over Cedar Hill, shining bright above. Faith and courage carved in every love. Through grief and pride, through sorrow and pain, the tears, through the pride we feel, faith and resilience help our hearts heal.
Stars over Cedar Hill,
shining bright above,
faith and courage
carved in every love. Through grief and pride, through sorrow and pain, their memory guides us through sun and rain. Stars over Cedar Hill, soft as a hymn, light in the night where shadows grow dim. Fallen soldiers, heroes in our side, faith and small town pride keep their spirit bright. Sun peaks slow over the old oak trees, dusty roads wake with a soft morning breeze. Mama's in the kitchen humming a hymn, Daddy's tying boots as the day begins. The corner store bell jingles, kids run past, their laughter lingers, makes the moment last. The church bell calls and the town starts to stir. Old friends greet with a nod, smiles gentle and sure. We walk these streets where the stories have a roam, fade like the river, steady full blown. Steeple shadows on Main Street, guiding me home where hearts gather. No one's ever alone. Hands held high, prayers rise to the sky. In the quiet of Sunday, we let troubles fly. Ooh. Grandma rocks in her chair, Bible on her knee, sings the old songs, her eyes full of memory. Little Johnny fidgets, trying to understand, but he'll learn faith is gentle like the touch of a hand. The preacher smiles, his voice steady and warm. We find our courage in the eye of the storm. Steeple shadows on Main Street, guiding me home where hearts gather. No one's ever alone. Hands held high, prayers rise to the sky. In the quiet of Sunday, we let troubles fly. Joy and the pain. We linger on the porch as the sun climbs high, sharing lemonade and stories under the sky. Life in this town is simple yet grand. We find our strength walking hand in hand. Steeple shadows on Main Street, guiding me home where hearts gather. No one's ever alone. Hands held high, prayers rise to the sky. In the quiet of Sunday, we let troubles fly. Steeple shadows fade as the evening comes near, but the warmth of the morning still whispers clear. Faith, family, and streets that feel like a song. This is small town life where the heart belongs. The highway stretches under the setting sun, tires hum softly memories on the run. Fields I once roamed, fences I once climbed, faces I loved echo through time. The old dynasty sits on a corner street. A familiar bell rings as my heart skips a beat. I pull up slow, take a deep, quiet breath. Every step forward feels like life and death. Neighbors wave from porches lined with pine. Faith and resilience in every sign. Years away, taught lessons I could not see, but home whispers gently, this is where you're free. Back to Willow Creek where my roots still grow. Faith in the journey, love I've come to know. Through every turn, every mile I roam. Returning here reminds me I'm not alone. The old barn stands with paint peeling thin. Memories of laughter, of where I've been. The creek that ran fast when we were small still sings its song, still welcomes all. I kneel on the earth, hands pressed to the soil, thankful for life, for struggle and toil. Back to Willow Creek where my roots still grow. Faith in the journey, love I've come to know. Through every turn, every mile I roam. Returning here reminds me I'm not alone. Evenings fall with fireflies in the air. I walk familiar roads without a care. The town holds my past, my present, my dreams. Faith and resilience flowing in the streams. No matter the miles, the lesson, the strife. Home carries the heartbeat of a simple life. Back to Willow Creek where my roots still grow. Faith in the journey, love I've come to know. Through every turn, every mile I roam. Returning here reminds me I'm not alone. Back to Willow Creek, soft as a prayer. Every corner whispers you're welcome here. The streets, the fields, the heart of the town. Faith and resilience forever abound. The sun dips low, paint peels in the warm glow. Wooden steps creak where they all swing slow. Neighbors settle in with a nod and a grin, sharing pieces of life where the tales begin. Laughter floats on the summer air, secrets and advice pass from here to there. Stories of love, heartbreak and fight, lessons learned under the fading light. Every line carries a little truth. Every chuckle recalls a distant youth. Porch light stories shining in the night, guiding hearts, keeping worries alive. Hands on railings, eyes meet in trust. Every word shared is a bond we must. Grandpa leans back, hat tipped down, speaks of the years in this little town. Cousins joke about first love's gone wrong, yet somehow every story feels like a song. Mama sips tea, nodding along slow. Teaching patience is something you grow. Porch light stories, shining in the night, guiding hearts, keeping worries light. Hands on railings, eyes meet in trust. Every word shared is a bond we must. And when the fireflies start their quiet dance, old tales mixed with laughter and chants, we pass the wisdom, one hand to another. Each voice a blessing, each smile a cover. Time slows down in the soft twilight. Every heart finds a little more light. The crickets sing, the night feels right. We linger here under the fading light. Neighbors and family, young and old, sharing the warmth that never grows cold. Porch light stories, shining in the night, guiding hearts, keeping worries alive. Hands on railings, eyes meet in trust. Every word shared is a bond we must. Porch light stories echoing through the years. A little bit of laughter, a handful of tears. Front porch of wisdom, where our lives entwine. A small town treasure, rain beats simple and divine, relentless and aloof. Fields are flooded, the creeks overflowing, but we light the lanterns, keep the fire glowing. Mama hums softly while Daddy repairs. Life keeps moving through the storms and prayers. The lightning strikes, shadows dance on the wall. Yet in our hearts we hear faith's quiet call. Every worry and fear feels heavy tonight, but hope clings stubborn, holding on tight. Roots that hold through wind and rain, through every heartbreak, every ounce of pain. Hands joined together, we rise once more. Faith and resilience running to our core. The barn door splinters from the river's rage. Still we work together, turning life's page. Neighbors stop by with tools and a grin, sharing strength and laughter in the storm's din. Little ones watch, learning courage and grace as the town stands firm in this familiar place. Roots that hold through wind and rain, through every heartbreak, every ounce of pain. Hands joined together, we rise once more. Faith and resilience running to our core. Clouds finally start to clear, we count our blessings, hold each other near. The sun breaks through on fields washed and torn, a quiet reminder of the strength we've won. Through droughts, floods, and nights full of fear, we see God's hand and know He's here. Roots that hold through wind and rain, through every heartbreak, every I'd never see. Years have passed, but some things stay, like the way she made my heart obey. I pause a moment, let the memory rise. Small town streets under sunset skies. I take a step, unsure where to go. Faith in my heart tells me to show a gentle hello. Breaks the years apart, hope and healing stirring in my heart. Sometimes love returns like a soft refrain, or teaches you grace through the ache of pain. Back in your backyard, where our stories start. Faith in tomorrow, mending broken parts. Through every loss, through every tear, love finds a way, wipes away fear. We walk past a diner, the old town square, reminiscing softly, stories to share. I see the courage in her steady gaze, and in her eyes the old flame stays. Learning to love, learning to forgive. Small town wisdom teaches how to live. Back in your backyard, where our stories start. Faith in tomorrow, mending broken parts. Through every loss, through every tear, love finds a way. Even if the past left scars behind, faith and resilience teach hearts to bind. We may stumble, but we rise again. Small town love knows how to mend, whether rekindle or letting go. Hope lights a path where love can grow. Back in your backyard, where our stories start. Faith in tomorrow, mending broken parts. Through every loss, through every tear, love finds a way. Back in your backyard, soft as a prayer. Every step forward shows someone cares. Lost or found, love lives in this town. Faith and resilience in hearts that rebound. The sun spills gold through the old oak trees. Rivers hum softly, carried on the breeze. Barefoot on dirt paths, knees scraping torn. Chasing fireflies in the heat of the morn. The fields stretch wide, endless and free. A boy and his dog laughing under the canopy. Skipping stones on the creek's gentle flow. Secrets whispered where the wildflowers grow. Every hill climb, every branch we swing. The woods held magic, the world on a string. Whispers of the willow calling me home. Through rivers and fields, no matter how far I roam. Courage and wonder in each summer day. Faith in the world, guiding my way. The barn at the edge, stacked high with hay. We'd sneak up and watch the sunset fade away. The fireflies dance and the crickets sing. Mom's soft voice calling for supper, a familiar ring. Lessons in laughter and lessons in pain. Every adventure teaches a boy to remain. strive. Nature's small lessons shape the story of life. Oh, whispers of the willow calling me home through rivers and fields, no matter how far I roam. Courage and wonder in each summer day. Faith in the world guiding my way. Soft in the night, reminding my heart of what's pure and right. Childhood adventures are roots that bind. Home and hope forever intertwined. The church bell tolls slow on a misty morn. Flags at half-mast, hearts heavy and warm. I stand in the pew where we once laughed and prayed. Memories of you linger where sunlight played. The hush of the town feels thick with care. Everyone whispers a quiet, shared prayer. Tears blur the flowers, the ribbons, the names. Yet faith reminds me of eternal flames. Every hug, every hand held tight carries the strength to face the night. Hymns in the hollow, echoes of love, guided by grace from the one above. Through sorrow and loss, through heartbreak and pain, faith and family help us rise again. I walk past the house where your laughter remains. Empty chairs and quiet, yet love still sustains. The swing in the yard sways gently in wind, a reminder of moments that never rescind. Neighbors drop by with casseroles and care, a small town embraced that's always there. Hymns in the hollow, echoes of love, guided by grace from the one above. Through sorrow and loss, through heartbreak and pain, faith and family help us rise again. Evenings grow long and the sky turns gold. Stories are whispered, memories retold. Your voice in the breeze, your smile in my dreams. Faith lights the path, or so it seems. Through grief, through nights of quiet despair, love and resilience are always there. Hymns in the hollow, echoes of love, guided by grace from the one above. Through sorrow and loss, through heartbreak and pain, faith and family help us rise again. Hymns in the hollow, soft as a prayer. In tight-knit towns, we find strength to bear. Through every goodbye, through tears that fall, faith and love remain comfort us
Morning
all.
sun paints a rising in fire, Tractors hum low and the day won't tire. Hands calloused and worn from the soil we tend. Every seed planted carries hope we defend. The barn doors creak as the horses greet, while the scent of earth and sweat feels sweet. The roads stretch wide like lines in a prayer. Every drop of sweat is a testament we bear. The wind whispers tales of seasons gone by, and every sunrise feels like a blessing from the sky. Fields of gold and grace under heaven's dome, work in the land, this is where we call home. Through sun and rain, joy and strife, the harvest reminds us the rhythm of life. Mama hums softly, wiping her brow. Daddy tips his hat, teaching us how. We laugh when the children chase the stray hay and argue over the best way to spend the day. The evening settles slow on the horizon line. Every heart feels tired, every soul feels fine. Fields of gold and grace under heaven's dome.
Morning sun hits the faded white paint. Porch swings creak and the steps grow faint. Windows rattle in the soft summer breeze, telling the tales of lives lived with ease. Every weathered shingle, every cracked lane, whole stories of heartache, of loss and of gain. I walk past the streets where we used to play, hearing the echoes of a simpler day. Faith in the faces of folks passing by, resilience shining in each tired eye. The town may be tired, but it still stands tall. Every weathered house has survived it all. Cracks in the cornerstone, but the heart stays strong. Faith in the struggle where we all belong. Through storms and droughts, through joy and tears, small town resilience carries through the ride their bikes past the chipped green fence, learning that life doesn't make much sense. Yet in every crack, in every worn street, hope whispers softly beneath our feet. Cracks in the cornerstone, but the heart stays strong. Faith in the struggle where we all belong. Through storms and droughts, through joy and tears, small town resilience carries through the years. Oh, the sunset glows over rusted tin roofs. Faith and endurance provide all the proof. Neighbors wave from porches, lined in rows. Every home a story, everyone knows. We may bend in the wind, we may sway, but our roots keep us grounded at the end of the day. Cracks in the cornerstone, but the heart stays strong. Faith in the struggle where we all belong. Through storms and droughts, through joy and tears, small town resilience carries through the years. Soft as a hymn, lighting the town where hope never dims. Through every house, every street, every heart, faith and resilience never depart. The mailbox rocks softly against the wind. A lone envelope wrapped in hope pinned. Handwriting familiar, edges worn and torn. A piece of you that I've waited for since you were gone. The scent of home lingers in every word. A voice across miles that I long to hear. I sit on the porch as the sun dips low, reading each line where your heart seems to glow. Distance can't break the bond we share. Faith in your love keeps me aware. Postmarked promises carried on the breeze. Through letters from afar, my heart finds ease. Though miles stretch wide and days feel long, hope and faith make our hearts strong. I remember the night you packed your bag, dreams in your eyes, a world to snag. We waved goodbye, tears in the light, yet your letters came, holding me tight. Stories of cities, streets paved in gold, but every page brings your warmth home for. Postmarked promises carried on the breeze. Through letters from afar, my heart finds ease. Oh, miles stretch wide and days feel long. Hope and faith make our hearts strong. See through days apart. Your words remain a map to my heart. Oh, postmarked promises carried on the breeze through letters from afar. My heart finds ease, though miles stretch wide and days feel long. Hope and faith make our hearts strong. Postmarked promises, a connection divine. Distance and time cannot confine. Letters from afar, a bridge across years. Faith and love carrying us through. The engine hums soft on a gravel road. Golden fields stretch where the wildflowers grow. Sunlight dances on the dashboard shine, and the scent of pine feels like a sign. Windows down, wind brushing my face. Every mile I drive feels like a small taste of grace. The church bells fade in the distance near. The choir reminds me of all I hold dear. Memories of family, faith and friends. The kind of peace that never ends. Miles of grace rolling under sky so wide. Through every turn, God's hand at my side. Reflections of life in the rearview mirror. Thankful for the love that grows clearer and clearer. I pass the old oak where we carved our names. Smiles and tears, all part of life's games. The creek still glimmers where we fished as boys, and every small moment brings quiet joys. The gravel crunching, the tires hum low, a simple reminder of the life I know. Miles of grace rolling under sky so wide. Through every turn, God's hand at my side. Reflections of life in the rearview mirror. Thankful for the love that grows clearer and clearer. And when the sun starts dipping low in the west, I pull into the driveway, heart feeling blessed. The porch light glows and the dog runs free. Home waits patiently the way it should be. Through storms and trials, through laughter and pain, every Sunday drive brings me hope again. Miles of grace rolling under sky so wide. Through every turn, God's hand at my side. Reflections of life in the rearview mirror. Thankful for the love that grows clearer and clearer. Miles of grace winding through the trees. Life in a small town carried on the breeze. Sunday drives teach me to see and believe. Faith and gratitude in the quiet reprieve. The rain hits the roof, a steady drum. Bills on the table, nowhere to run. Mama whispers softly from her warm kitchen chair. God's got a plan, son, just trust and care. The fields lie empty, the barn's gates swing slow. Yet in the quiet, I feel his presence grow. Hands clasped tight, kneeling by the bed. Prayers for tomorrow echo in my head. Yeah, neighbors drive by with casseroles and bread. A small town embrace lifts hearts like they said. Prayers in the pines, carried on the wind. Faith and hope rise where troubles begin. Through sleepless nights and worries that weigh, God's love and community guide the way. The doctor's words heavy, but courage remains. Every ache and pain we try to sustain. Sisters laugh in the kitchen, brother's soft hand. Faith in each other, the strength to withstand. Through storms and trials, the weight of despair, a whispered amen floats in the air. Prayers in the pines, carried on the wind. Faith and hope rise where troubles begin. Through sleepless nights and worries that await, God's love and community guide the way. Oh, and when the clouds finally start to clear, we see the blessings holding them near. The farm comes alive, laughter fills the room. Hope returns to chase away the gloom. Through hardship we learn what truly lasts. Love and faith outshine the shadows cast. Prayers in the pines, carried on the wind. Faith and hope rise where troubles begin. Through sleepless nights and worries that await, God's love and community guide the way. Prayers in the pines, whispered soft and true. Resilience grows in everything we do. Small town hearts lifting through strife. Faith keeps us moving, restoring our lives. The skillet sizzles, the aroma fills the room. Grandma's rolling biscuits, Grandpa hums a tune. Kids argue softly over the last slice of pie. Mama shakes her head with a gentle sigh. The old oak table, worn and full of grace, holds the laughter and love of this familiar place. Voices rise and soften with care. Every quarrel mends in the evening air. Hands reach across with a forgiving touch, showing that love is always enough. Hearts in the center, where the stories stay, where battles are fought but never betrayed. Breaking bread, sharing dreams and tears, finding strength in family through the years. Daddy tells a story about mistakes he made. The kids listen close, a lesson displayed. Sister rolls her eyes, then cracks a grin. Even in arguments, forgiveness seeps in. We raise a toast with sweet iced tea to the messy, beautiful family. We'll always be hearts in the center, where the stories stay, where battles dishes piled high. We linger a while, no one says goodbye. The porch light glows, the kitchen hums low. Every heart remembers the warmth we know. Through trials and laughter, our love won't fade. Every meal around this table, a foundation laid. Hearts in the center, where the stories stay, where battles are fought but never betrayed. Breaking bread, sharing dreams and tears, finding strength in family through the years. Hearts in the center, the love that we hold. Stories Grandpa rocks slow on the sunlit porch, telling tales of life, of loss and scourge. His hat tipped low, eyes twinkling with jest, teaching patience, kindness, and doing your best. Grandma laughs softly, knitting by his side, sharing faith and humor, the wisdom they provide. The stories linger, gentle as the breeze, lessons of courage, of bending with ease. Every chuckle, every sigh, every word spoken feels like a compass, a trust unbroken. Old hands, young hearts, guiding through the years, through joy, through sorrow, through laughter and tears. Faith in their words, resilience in their ways, shaping the paths of our brighter days. I remember mornings, sipping coffee slow, Grandma's soft advice, the seed she'd sow. Stand tall, be honest, and never lose your way. Her voice alive when skies turn gray. Grandpa would grin, son, life ain't always fair, but God's love is constant, it's always there. Old hands, young hearts, guiding through the years, through joy, through sorrow, through laughter and tears. Faith in their words, resilience in their ways, shaping the paths of our brighter days. And now I walk the streets they once knew, their wisdom echoing in all I do. Every choice I make, every road I roam, carries the faith they built into our home. Through every trial, through love and strife, their lessons remain light in my life. Old hands, young hearts, guiding through the years, through joy, through sorrow, through laughter and tears. Faith in their words, resilience in their ways, shaping the paths of our brighter days. Old hands, young hearts, their legacy untold. Faith and humor, more precious than gold. Grandparent wisdom, a torch in the night, guiding the next generation with love and light. Morning break over the corner lot, laughter of children fills a melting pot. Kites in the sky, wheels on the pavement spin. Every tiny voice whispers hope within. The air smells of grass, of dew of new dreams, and life feels bigger than it ever seems. I watch the neighbors wave from their porches wide, hands held high, eyes sparkling with pride. Faith in the future glows in each face, a town that moves forward at a gentle pace. Even the old church bell seems to chime, marking the rhythm of small town time. Sunlight on Main Street shining through the year, faith that carries us past all our fears. Children laughing loud where we once ran, the promise of tomorrow in every hand. Grandma kneels by the garden plot, planting seeds in the soil, teaching a lot. The little ones follow, dirt on their knees, learning that life grows with patience and ease. Even broken fences can frame the view, showing beginnings born from things we renew. Sunlight on Main Street shining through the years, faith that carries us past all our fears. Children laughing loud where we once ran, the promise of tomorrow in every hand. And when the evening paints the sky in gold, stories of today are quietly told. Every scraped knee, every joyful shout reminds us what this town is truly about. Hope isn't a word, it's the songs we sing, it's the hearts that beat beneath everything. Sunlight on Main Street shining through the years, faith that carries us past all our fears. Children laughing loud where we once ran, the promise of tomorrow in every hand. Sunlight on Main Street, soft as a prayer. The town keeps moving because someone cares. Through every sunrise, every dream we sow, faith in tomorrow helps our spirits grow. Ooh. Fire trucks scream past the cracked Main Street. Neighbors run out, shoes on their feet. Old man Harris fights the blaze with a hose, while the wind whispers tales that everyone knows. I stand in the doorway, watching in awe, ordinary folks answering a call to draw. Preacher's son jumps in the river wide, pulling a boy from the rushing tide. Courage isn't loud, it's the steady kind. Faith in action, the brave intertwine. Every small hand and weathered face shows resilience blooms in the toughest place. Hearts on the line in the heat and the rain, through every loss, through every pain. Faith keeps us moving when fear grips tight. Ordinary heroes in the fading light. Mrs. Thompson opens her doors tonight, feeding the families who lost their fight. A neighbor lends a hand to fix a roof. Every act of courage is living but together we rise, together we care. Hearts on the line, in the heat and the rain, through every loss, through every pain. Faith keeps us moving when fear grips tight. Ordinary heroes in the fading light. Oh, when the night falls and shadows grow, the stories of bravery start to show. Not in the headlines, not in the fame, but in the quiet hearts that carry the flame. We stumble, we hurt, we fight, we pray. Small town courage finds a way. Hearts on the line, in the heat and the rain, through every loss, through every pain. Faith keeps us moving when fear grips tight. Ordinary hero in the fading. Hearts on the line, soft as a prayer. Small town spirits showing someone cares. Through every storm, every trial we find the strength of our time. The diner door rings clear, coffee steams and the morning rush is near. Grease on my hands, apron tied up tight, learning life's lessons in the morning light. Slamming plates, pouring sodas fast. Each little task feels built to last. Tips and laughs mixed with spilled orders and grind. The clock ticks slow, teaching patience with time. Every fumble is a step toward the man I'll be. Faith in myself grows as I earn and see. Apron and resolve, learning as I go. Through sweat and mistakes, I'm starting to know. Responsibility sticks like the syrup on the pan. Faith and perseverance shaping this young man. The farm waits next, fields under the sun, pulling weeds, feeding cows, chores never done. Mama's advice echoes in the morning breeze. Work hard, son, and do it with ease. The pump at the gas station, greeting faces each day. Smiles exchanged, small town kindness on display. Apron and resolve, learning as I go. Through sweat and mistakes, I'm starting to know. Responsibility sticks like the syrup on the pan. Faith and perseverance shaping this young man. Evenings come slow, muscles aching and worn. Yet every small victory makes my spirit reborn. Tips in my pocket, lessons in my heart. Faith in myself growing, a fresh start. Through trials and toil, I've begun to see the work I do now builds a man I'll be. Apron and resolve, learning as I go. Through sweat and mistakes, I'm starting to know. Responsibility sticks like the syrup on the pan. Faith and perseverance shaping this young man. Apron and resolve, first jobs and first dreams. Life's little lessons flowing in steady streams. From diner to farm, from gas pump to field. Small town work teaches what faith can.
Sunlight filters through the cracks in the wood. Dust motes dancing where the old barn stood. We raced through carried on the autumn breeze, the smell of earth and aged timber stain, a witness to the games we forever played. Echoes of laughter, soft as a prayer, first crushed confessions whispered with care. Every creak of the boards holds a memory, every shadow hides a part of our history. Whispers in the rafters calling me home. Through every heartache I've never felt alone. The barn holds our stories, the good and the bad, a place of solace for the dreams we've had. We carved our names where the light fell just right, promise forever under the soft moonlight. Heartbreak came when summer slipped away, but the barn kept our secrets safe night and day. Mama would call us in from the fading sun, Daddy would smile at the mischief we'd spun. Whispers in the rafters calling me home. Through every heartache I've never felt alone. The barn holds our stories, the good and the bad, a place of solace for the dreams we've had. Once ran free, tracing old boards, feeling history. The wind through the rafters hums a familiar song, a gentle reminder of where I belong. Through childhood and faith, through tears and delight, the barn has held us through every night. Whispers in the rafters calling me home. Through every heartache I've never felt alone. The barn holds our stories, the good and the bad, a place of solace for the dreams we've had. Whispers in the rafters, echoes that stay, a vault of memories that never decay. Old barn memories stitched into my soul, faith and resilience making me whole. The morning sun spills gold on the town square, balloons and banners flutter in the air. Kids run laughing, cotton candy in hand. Music drifts gently over the festival land. Old friends wave, strangers smiling kind. A little town heartbeat, a rhythm you'll find. Stars line the streets with pies and preserves. Handmade quilts show the love that serves. A marching band plays a tune from long ago. Everyone swaying to a familiar flow. Dancing through Main Street, hearts side by side. Through laughter and joy, in faith we confide. Hands joined together, voices lift high. Simple joys teaching our spirits to fly. I see Grandpa tipping his hat to the crowd, Grandma clapping softly, her laughter loud. The Ferris wheel turns, paint in the sky.
shift. These festivals gift us a communal live. Oh, dancing through Main Street, hearts side by side, through laughter and joy. In faith we confide, hands joined together, voices lift high. Simple joys teaching our spirits to fly. Dancing through Main Street where love never fades. Through tradition and faith, memories are made. Small town festivals, a beacon of light, binding our hearts through day and night. Stadium lights cut through the autumn air. She's in the stands with flowers in her hair. I lace my cleats, hear the crowds roar, but all I see is her at the 50-yard floor. The streets we walk, hand in hand, so slow. Every glance whispers what we already know. Hearts beat fast beneath the Friday night glow. Every smile carries a hope we both know. The world feels wide, but this love feels small in the rhythm of you. We've got it all. Friday night forever, running through our veins. Every cheer and touchdown, easing all our pains. Holding on to moments that will never fade. In a small town love, foundations are laid. We steal a kiss by the old chain link fence, laugh about homework and dreams so immense. She whispers secrets only I could keep, promises made that run wide and deep. The centerfold, the hum of the game. Life feels endless, but nothing stays the same. Friday night forever, running through our veins. Every cheer and touchdown, easing all our pains. Holding on to moments that will never fade. In a small town love, foundations are laid. Years from now, when the streets feel strange, we'll drive past the fields that never change. The bleachers might crumble, the scoreboard might rust, but our hearts stay steady in love and trust. Through every storm, through every cheer, the faith we built is stronger than fear. Friday night forever, running through our veins. Every cheer and touchdown, easing all our pains. Holding on to moments that will never fade. In a small town love, foundations are laid. Of time, every laugh, every tear, every reason and rhyme. High school sweethearts, faith guiding our way. Small town beginnings, shaping our everyday. The parking lot hums with trucks lining roads, cheering echoes where the autumn wind blows. Fresh cut grass and painted lines so bright. The town gathers here under Friday night lights. Kids with painted faces and parents in tow. Every heartbeat joins in the evening's glow. The band strikes up, the drums shake the air. Neighbors shouting, hands thrown everywhere. Every touchdown is more than a game. It's pride and faith. once held in our hands. The quarterback smiles, the crowd holds its breath. Every play feels alive, every moment lasts. The scent of popcorn, the cold night breeze, a small town symphony, simple memories. Under the hometown sky we rise and fall. Through victories and losses we answer the call. Hands held high, voices join the cheer. Faith and resilience carry us through the year. And when the clock ticks down, the scoreboard tells stories of triumph that our spirits wells. We linger a while in the cool night air, grateful for a town that's always there. Through struggles and laughter, together we stand, bound by the love of this faithful land. Under the hometown sky we rise and fall. Through victories and losses we answer the call. Hands held high, voices join the cheer. Faith and resilience carry us through the year. Under the hometown sky where memories grow, Friday night lights teach us all we need to know. Community strong, dreams taking flight, we find our hope here. Under the hometown sky.
Sunday morning sunlight through stained glass fall on worn wooden pews and the painted wall. The choir rises with harmony sweet, echoing faith where heaven and small town meet. I take my seat, heart steady and still, feeling the power of voices that heal. The notes lift up over the old oak floor. Stories of struggle, of love, and more. Neighbors sway, hands clasped in prayer. A song of resilience floats through the air, through laughter and tears, through joy and pain. Music reminds us we'll rise again. Voices in the pews, lifting hearts above. Faith in the melody, the strength of love. Through every sorrow, every hope we share, the choir teaches that God is always there. Oh, old Mrs. Lane hums while holding her hymn book. I see the light of God in the corner new. A wedding, a funeral, or just a quiet mourn, the music keeps hearts tender and warm. Children join in with voices so bright, learning that faith grows in morning light. Voices in the pews, lifting hearts above. Ooh, faith in the melody, the strength of love. Through every sorrow, every hope we share, the
yes it is. Years may pass and faces may fade, but the songs remain in the chapel shade. Every note a story, every chord a prayer, binding the town with love and care. Resilience blooms where music flows. Faith endures where the choir goes.
Voices in the pews,
Lifting hearts above. Faith in the melody. Strength of love, the strength of love. Through every sorrow, every hope we share. The choir teaches that God is always there. Oh, yes it will. Voices in the pews, soft as a hymn, light in the heart where hope grows dim. In every song, in every prayer we sing, faith and resilience make the small town